U.S. stocks closed higher on Monday, regaining some of the ground lost last week. The Dow gained nearly 1.2%, the S&P 500 rose 0.9%, and the Nasdaq rose 0.6%. Monday's gains came after all three major indexes posted weekly losses as investors worried about rising Treasury yields and mixed corporate earnings. While the majority of companies have beaten Wall Street estimates this earnings season, George Cipollone, portfolio manager at Penn Mutual Asset Management, says the market has seen stock declines from companies that have both missed and beaten estimates.
There's a few reasons for that, and I think the market is so hooked on or so convinced that we have reached a trough in margins this quarter. They don't expect to see much in the way of trouble in the next few quarters. And so I think if we do see any tentative discussion about the economy on earnings calls from specific companies, that has tend to lead those stocks to decline, even if they beat. So it's been a really interesting dynamic, a really complex, multi-layered type of quarter where you really have to dig in and read each of these companies to see what is going to drive results going forward.
Among Monday's movers, shares of Berkshire Hathaway rose 3.4% to a record high after the conglomerate run by billionaire investor Warren Buffett reported over the weekend that quarterly operating profit topped $10 billion for the first time. Shares of Tyson Foods slid 3.8% after the meat packer disappointed Wall Street expectations for third-quarter revenue. And vaccine makers BioNTech and Moderna slumped 7.5% and 6.5% respectively. BioNTech said it was cutting its drug development budget after quarterly revenue was hurt by a drop in demand. Moderna said it was hit by investment bank Leerink cutting its price target for the company. Investors now await the next round of inflation data, as Thursday's Consumer Price Index report is expected to offer more clues about the Federal Reserve's monetary policy path.